Jenny, thank you so much, and good evening to all of you. It is truly an honor to be here with each and every one of you for the next 9 minutes and 42 seconds because uh, I don't have a lot of time, but I'm honored to be able to share this and to be able to represent ASEA in a way hopefully no one has ever seen before. And I wanted to, number one, I wanted to introduce and reintroduce your leadership, your company, your product in a way that is sexy. Because I truly believe, I've used the products myself for about 3 years. I truly believe that the results of these products can give you an internal sexy that's all your own. And I believe you guys live that every single day. I also believe the opportunity definitely changes a person's life forever. So let me quickly give you guys some tips and some steps on what I believe everyone should do with this magazine. Number one, and I heard Dick say it, I heard David say it. It is a tool. It is a tool. It is not an ego piece. It is not a puff piece. It is not look at me. They're dressed that way because that was my vision. That was my idea. I've known people in secret for a few years. I mean, excuse me, it's another company. I've known people in ASEA for 3 years now. And I just really felt like it would be fun to reintroduce these amazing people to themselves, first of all, and to their community as well as prospects in a way that people would be blown away. So they are dressed that way because that's my vision. I love high fashion. And I believe that network marketing is a lot sexier than we portray it. So that's why I dress them that way. And I stretched them and I took them way out of their comfort zone. But they went along with it, and I think they look absolutely amazing. So it is a third-party validation piece. Direct Sales Diva is a respected industry magazine. It is a tool, and I need you guys to use it as that. See it as a tool to tell stories, a tool to see, look who we are, a tool to say, look at what we're doing, a tool that says, even in 2020, we are changing lives. So number one, treat it as a tool. Number two, I heard David say this, read the stories. This is, put those stories in your arsenal. You guys have heard it for years. Facts tell, but stories sell. And I'll tell you, I'll give you a quick tip on telling stories. A lot of people always focus on the facts, especially when they have a real scientific product like what you guys have. They believe the more information they give on the science, the ingredients, the doctors, that people will just be like, well, of course I need it. But I'll tell you, when you only deal with facts, it only activates 2 parts of the brain. When you tell a story, it activates 6 parts of the brain. So I need you guys to understand that stories are going to make you money. And that's why this magazine is filled with stories about the products, about the lifestyle, about the philanthropy, about all of it. So read the stories, know the stories, tell the stories so you can mirror and match. So if you know a single mom, I'm a single mom, you know a single mom in the magazine, say, you've got to check out Paige and show me that story, because that story means a lot to me than the facts about your product or your compensation plan. The third thing is I need you guys to remember is business equals conversation. And the team having the most conversations wins. This is a conversation starter. It's a conversation starter. It is intentional to make these people on the cover look amazing so people can start talking about it. So that's why I need you to use it. Business equals conversations. Use it to start conversations by knowing the stories, sharing the stories, okay? The fourth thing I want you guys to remember is, since it's a tool, when you're having these conversations, I want you to remember that phrase, if I, will you. If I, will you. You want to say this multiple times per day. If I give you a magazine with a story in it of a lady that reminds me of you, will you read that story and let me give you a call to see what you love best about that story and others you see in this incredible magazine I'm going to send you? If I, will you. You've got to say that over and over, because that is going to get them engaged with the magazine and allow you to follow up. We all know fortune's in the follow-up, but you've got to ask them, will they read it on your time, not just theirs, and so you can connect so you can listen to them about how these inspiring stories change your life. And I can tell you, you guys have an issue full of inspiring stories, okay? After you say, if I will you, number 5, schedule the follow-up. Schedule this follow-up. Do not assume they'll run back to you. Please don't think that you've got to wait 3 days to let them read it. Schedule the follow-up. As a coach and a consultant and trainer now, one of the biggest mistakes I see people make is they'll send out like this magazine to 50 people and have no follow-ups in their calendar. And then they're chasing people down to see what they liked about it. When you say, if I, Tiffany, give you this magazine, will you read it and let me see what you like best about it? Schedule the follow-up with me right then. It's a 4-minute read the story I want you to read. It won't take long to read some other stories. Can I give you a call later tonight? Yeah, that would be great. Before dinner or after dinner? Well, after dinner is best, 8:30 or 9. Yeah, why don't you give me a call at 9 o'clock? Okay, I'm putting it in my calendar. Just like that, over and over. I want you to actually have a calendar. I want you to take pen to paper, put it in your phone, whatever you use, and I want you to put down Tiffany, 9 o'clock. See how she liked the story on page 36. Put it in your calendar. And then I want you to, at 8:45, text Tiffany a reminder. And you remind yourself in your calendar, make sure she read it because you guys are going to talk in 15 minutes. That's what I want you to do. I want your calendar filled with conversations that you're going to have after they saw this beautiful magazine with your leadership, your friends, the people your fellow ASEA associates. So it's important that you do that. That's number 5. Number 6, I don't want you guys to post and cross your fingers. So many people are using social media as a crutch and not a tool. They think if I post it, they will come. Social media, especially Facebook, only shows whatever you share with 7% of your following. That's the max they're going to show you, 7%. And I'm going to ask you guys, do not put the link in the post. It seems like, well, it makes sense. They can just click the link. But we want to expand your reach and share this with as many people as possible. You put that link in the post, your 7% is going to go to like 2 or 3%. Because Facebook doesn't want anyone leaving Facebook. Trust me on this. So don't put the link in the post. Post this beautiful photo and say, this is how me and my friends are keeping it sexy in 2020. This is if you want to meet these awesome people who are changing lives that I know and they're responsible for what's happening in my life too, drop a comment, drop an emoji, drop a comment, say, yeah, I'm interested below. Then you actually comment and message them the link and you start the conversation. Tiff, I was glad to get your fire emoji. They look amazing, right? Hey, if I send you this video, this link of this magazine, will you read these stories, read a few stories and let me call you and set up an appointment to follow up. That's all I want you to do. When you follow up, get them to a presentation. This magazine is your movie preview to help you set up more people watching the full-length feature about ASEA. That's what I need you to use it as. So number 6, don't just post and forget about it, thinking it's going to do the work for you. Use it as a tool and make sure you use social media as the same. Number 7 is this. Don't apologize for this magazine being beautiful. Don't apologize for these people looking glamorous. Don't apologize for anything. 2020 is a rough year. It's a year we'll all talk about for the rest of our lives. But it is still a year that people are winning. It's still a year that people are having their best year yet. And it is still a year that you can change someone's life even in the last few months of this year. So I've coached so many people who are like, nobody's going to want to hear about this. No one wants to see all these rich, pretty white people. I literally had someone say that about your magazine. I checked them because they were like, oh, great, more rich white people. I was like, good. You need to be around some rich white people because if you're around them, maybe you could become the one too. And I just need you guys to understand that people don't really care about you having success. They care about, do you care about helping them have success? And so I say that as an African-American woman making that joke because it was a white person who tried to be offended about a cover with happy, healthy, successful, vibrant, affluent white people. And I, as an African-American woman, told her, I'm happy to see anybody, any color winning, because that just means if success is in the neighborhood and I live there, it's coming to my house too. So get this magazine in the hands of as many people as possible so they can get some hope too. So I need you guys, if you think there's a challenge with showing success or showing happiness or showing a great life in a year like this, you need to present it as, let me show you the options. Let me show you what is available to us even. And let me show you the people who are living every day, helping others make that happen. So I'm asking you guys not to apologize. Don't feel ashamed. Don't get hung up on this propaganda or whatever that people are using to keep people stuck. That's who we are as network marketers. We drive the inspiration age. We are dealers of hope. We are dealers of opportunity. And this magazine is going to help you usher in someone's next best chapter because you didn't think small and you shared this magazine with them. I'm going to give you guys my only call to action. Remember, business equals conversations, and the team with the most conversations wins. I'm going to ask you to set a personal daily goal for the next 30 days. How many people are you going to get to read this magazine and follow up with them to see what their favorite part was? And the more conversations you can have about this magazine, it will turn into more presentations, which will turn into more new customers and more new associates, that will turn into more success stories that will help change not only their lives, but yours, and make you guys feel amazing about touching people in a way that they desperately need in 2020 and beyond. So with that, I'm going to rush back to the other company that I have to speak for. Denny, thank you for your time, and I wish you guys the absolute best.
Tiffany, thank